It's Week 16 of the 2025 season, and we'll see Bryce Young. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Panthers and the Rams, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys at the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee Wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll stick with him again. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's... Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Rams have it, and he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And that is the dream start for this defense on the opening drive. They get the first points of the game for their team.
You know, Mike, every team, they have an opening drive script. So what it is, it's the plays they feel best about. Pass, run, establish a little rhythm, and get your players into the game a little bit. Here they are executing their opening script, something they've done all week long. They cough the ball up, scoop, score, and you couldn't have drafted a worse start for this offense.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Panthers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Second down at the 20-yard line.
Mingo, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
6-yard loss.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback from the University of Pittsburgh. It's Kenny Pickett.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Pickett now on play action. First down throw there is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Approachment, defense.
The penalty yardage gets them a little closer, but still, tough 3rd down conversion coming up. From the gun is Pickett. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
First down, Rams.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Pickett. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be taken down.
Number 89, Tyler.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A short game, down to the 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun, here's Pickett. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
The kick is good. Makes the score Rams 14, Panthers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Boston Scott to return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so The time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Young. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Here's Young. That one taken in, right side by Leggett. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A 2nd down throw for Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Rams offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. They'll start this on the ground with Corum. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Back to throw is Pickett. They'll set up the screen here to Corum.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Back deep, Deontay Hardy. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. His drive will start on the ground. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake filled first half continues. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
To throw is Young. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Carolina. Taken at the 19. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Pickett. Nakua snags it over the middle. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level, they could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Corum. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On the ground, it's Corum. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
Here's Evans. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run straight ahead with Corum. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, 14-0 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. First and 10. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Pickett. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Rams stake themselves to a 17-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Young to throw on 1st down. He gets it to Jonathan Mingo. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Now a give up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
Yeah! And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the Rams' 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider put
To the goal line and in. Brevin Jordan. Touchdown, Carolina. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a 1-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Rams offense and running back Blake Corum getting back to work. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Cup in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. They'll try to run it here with Corum. And he's going to have a Rams first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Panthers.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Infraction, defense. Still second down.
A second down throw for Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. On third down, they go with Corum. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They'll run the toss to Corum. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll try to run with Lloyd. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Here's a run with their tight end. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams add on to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here to take it back, Quez Watkins. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Young to throw on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Catch is made. That's Mingo. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
A tight end in motion now. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The motion man is Johnson. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Pickett. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Panthers have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Now Young. This one complete to Jordan. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
To throw, Young. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Throwing is Young. And he's in. Brevin Jordan. Touchdown, Panthers. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Mevis, good on the extra point. Panthers are back within 6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line, he's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Now he'll run. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. On 2nd down, Pickett. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now, Pickett. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. 3rd and long. Pickett to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Here's Ethan Evans now. Will punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. So we're at halftime, and it's the visitors, the Rams, taking the lead to the locker room. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Ramondre Stevenson doing plenty of damage on the ground as he went well over 100 yards in the victory. From there, we stay in the AFC East as we head to Buffalo to see what's happening with the Bills. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. James Cook, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Brian Robinson, 75 yards on the ground. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Corum. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Corum. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun is Pickett. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within 1 possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
The Rams punting unit coming out as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. On the return, here's Scott. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Scott. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the shotgun, Young. And that is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it's going to lead to 4th down. On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Corum. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Cup in motion. Pickett now on play action. The pressure gets there. He'll go down. There's a penalty flag down as well. This could very well be a hold. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
So the two components to a scramble drill, Mike, is the quarterback has to buy time with his legs, and then all of the receivers need to second reaction and come open downfield late. And he bought time, but nobody was able to separate, and there's nowhere to go with the ball.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The motion man is Johnson. On 1st down is Young. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Young. There's that man again, another catch.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw is Pickett. The open man is Osborne. Whoa. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. The motion man is Nakua. A run here with Evans. Finding room to the 20. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. They'll run with Evans. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This one from 52 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Rams will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
At the 36-yard line.
A second down throw for Young. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The motion man is Johnson. On 1st and 10, here's Young. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Here's Young. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Still second down.
On second down, Young. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's Young. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Bryce Young, touchdown Carolina. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Panthers will cut it to a 2-point lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. They'll go play action with Pickett, sending it deep, looking for Osborne. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here's Evans. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Evans. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. On the ground, it's Evans. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Punt team headed out for the Rams. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Young to throw. Uh-oh. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a run on first down. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
To throw is Young. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
6-yard loss.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Rams offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. Open man downfield is Higbee. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Flags come in. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. A 2nd down throw for Pickett. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
2 yards on the play.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Pickett to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. And now here comes the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead.
The Panthers take over.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. Young to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Back to the air, it's Young. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
A 2-yard gain.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun is Pickett. Finds Nakua on the slant. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
17. A gain of 11 on the play. And the
Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Pickett. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. So now, a big spot coming here. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
A loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll stick with him again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's a 3rd and 10. The motion man is Johnson. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll try to run for it. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Taken down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll motion a tight end right. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Catch is made. That's Mingo. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down is Young. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, they come up for 2nd and 2. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. 2nd down, goal to go.
And goal at the 12-yard line.
The motion man is Johnson. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 10.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have...
And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Just an absolute clinic of putting together a drive, Mike, when you need it the most. And their ability to move the ball down the field, it worked the clock perfectly. They come away with that late touchdown, and more than likely, barring something crazy, a victory as well.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
From the gun, it's Young. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Here's first down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. That is incomplete. with 1 second left on the clock. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to try it here again. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners, as we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.